Congrats, class of 2020. Felicidades a todos los graduados de 2020. Although this may not be how you pictured graduation, this does not take away from all your accomplishments. We are extremely proud of each and every one of you for overcoming all the barriers y continuando con su lucha. We are excited to welcome all you educated Latinx alumni to the Latino Alumni Chapter. Es un honor darles la bienvenida a este capítulo de alumnos. We can't wait to see all your future success, and we hope that you become involved with the Latino Alumni Chapter. Muchas felicidades a todos y esperamos que puedan celebrar con sus familiares y seres queridos. Les deseamos mucho éxito en su futuro.
Hi everybody, hola a todos, my name is Leohana Carrera and I graduated from George Mason University in 2018. I am so honored and thankful to be able to share with you all a couple words that I hope you all find useful. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. There's been several books that I've read since I graduated from Mason, and I want to share with you two that have really impacted the way I looked at life after college. So the first one is the Designing Your Life by Bill Burnett and Dave Evans. This is a workbook, so you get to document and journal about your life. There are simple mindsets in this book, and I'm going to share with you all ones that I found very useful. The first one is be curious. Curiosity makes everything new. So, you know, when you met that friend or that significant other, and you were really curious to get to know them, to learn about them, that feeling of emotions and butterflies, you get to learn about something, and that excitement, that's curiosity. So tap into that curiosity when it comes to, you know, your position, the company you're entering, the field or the sector that you're interested in. Because curiosity will allow you to get very good at being lucky. Because after college, a lot of it is going to be about who you know, the networks that you're plugged into, and really what ecosystem you're operating into. So be curious about that and explore it. Number two is try stuff. Understand that when you have a bias to action, you are going to miss out on the opportunity to learn from failure. Many times people tell us, you know, in society in general, doesn't encourage failure because, you know, it's seen as bad. But understand that when you fail, you're going to fail forward, and you're going to have this opportunity to look back and draw a lot of lessons learned from those failures. And that's important because that's experience. And the more you gain that experience of failure and really overcoming those things, it's really going to help your career. And so try stuff and don't be afraid to do so. Number two is reframe problems. There is two types of problems. There is the problem where you see yourself with the potential to solve or have an impact in that problem, a positive impact. So find those problems where you play a role and devote your time and energy to those problems, because those are the ones that are going to make your career or your life meaningful. Number two is really understanding the difference between those type of problems and the ones where you don't have the money, the power, you know, and you're not in the circumstance to be able to change those problems. And knowing those problems and being able to identify them from the good ones is important so that you don't feel stuck in them. Because you will feel stuck after college. And so be able to distinguish when you're sitting and devoting time to a problem that's not possible for you to solve. The last one is know it's a process. A lot of times we think we have this idea or this expectation of how life is going to be after college or how your first job is going to feel, and sometimes it doesn't really ever get there. That image in your head is not realistic sometimes. And so understanding that your first idea, your first solution, your first expectation isn't the greatest, and that will allow you to see that your journey is a process, and that process is something you have to fall in love with. So this book has been really helpful for me in understanding what I really enjoy, what I don't enjoy, and really being able to design and create a life that you can thrive in. So that's one I recommend. The second one is Becoming by Michelle Obama. She is really good in this book because she opens up about everything in her life essentially, and it's powerful because it has allowed me to tap into the power of my own personal story. And so Michelle says this: there is a universal challenge of squaring who you are with where you come from and where you want to go. So I know you all spent many years at Mason, and you've joined clubs. Many of you lead clubs. You have done internships. You've taken on new passions and projects while you were at Mason. So reflecting on your entire time at Mason and understanding who you've become during this time is really important, because you're going to get to celebrate all of those things that you've gone through, the highs and the lows, and really understand holistically who you are now. Tying who you are now to where you come from is important, because many of us Latinx come from different cultures, we speak different languages, and we represent different countries in very, very different communities. And so understanding that, both of those things, who you are with where you come from, is really going to help you understand where you want to go. And that question in those three areas of life is something that I still ask myself, and Michelle Obama opens up in her book as something she's still asking herself. And that really allows us to understand that we're always becoming something, and there's not this ideal thing you're going to be, but it's really understanding that it's a journey, and you have to fall in love with your journey, and being open to what life brings, but doing your best part to prepare for that. And so with all that said, I want to say congratulations to the graduates of the class of 2020. I hope that you and your families find time virtually or in person to really celebrate all of your accomplishments and your hard work. Your class stands as a light and a symbol of hope for the entire world, especially during this time. And so I send you all safe wishes, and I hope you all stay well, and I hope you all celebrate this great time and phase you're entering. So
congratulations, class of 2020. My name is Japrince Carter. I'm the Senior Assistant Director of Alumni Relations and Staff Liaison to the Latino Alumni Chapter. What an exciting and unprecedented time it is. Many of you have persevered while having to pivot in the last few weeks because of COVID-19. Although we were unable to celebrate your accomplishments and success in person at the Latinx Graduation celebration, we celebrate you today, but virtually. We encourage you to continue the celebration, but to celebrate virtually with your family, friends, and loved ones. As you post to social media, remember to use the hashtag LatinxGrad2020 and tag the Latino Alumni Chapter at GMU Latino Alumni, the Alumni Association at Mason Alumni, and Odime at Odime_GMU. We encourage you to share your next milestones with us in the Alumni Relations Office. We want to know if you get married, if you start a family, you get a new job, you publish a book, and so on. And finally, as our newest alumni, connect with the Latino Alumni Chapter. They continue to engage alumni and students. Congratulations again. We wish you much success in your future endeavors.
And I rise up, I rise like the day, I rise up, I rise unafraid, I rise up, and I do it 1,008 times again. And I rise up, I like the waves, I rise up, in spite of the ache, I rise up, and I silence isn't quiet, and it feels like it's getting hard to breathe. And I know you feel like dying, but I promise we'll take the world to its feet. Move mountains, bring it to its feet. Move mountains, and I'll rise up. I'll rise like the day. I'll rise up. I'll rise unafraid. I'll rise up, and I do it 1,000 times again. All we need is hope, and for that we have each other, and for that we have each other. Yeah.